So I found out about 2 weeks ago that I'm receiving, uh, basically my hand is being guided and I'm receiving pictures out of the universe, and I think certainly that they must come from God. So they show the stratosphere, magnetic fields, I suppose, and how they are interconnected, how they are going from animals or people out into the universe and back into their natural system. So it's basically how nature works, and is how communications work, visual communications and so on. And I want to document this, so I am just basically the receiver, the driver of my hand, but my hand is being guided by somebody else, so I think is God. I don't know that anybody else has this technology yet, but it's a very powerful technology, but you will see that it's also very, I only want this to be used for good purposes, and God certainly too, but so God might have to tell us this now, since our human technologies evolved to a degree where these rays, so the natural rays, interfere with the waves human beings produce and human technologies produce. So that might be a reason. That's just my theory. Others, experts, will talk about this later on, I suppose. So I'm just documenting what I'm receiving here, and it's very easy. So I put my hand anywhere and my hand is being driven. So sometimes it does not draw, but then it just scratches, and later on at another point the pen starts drawing again, and then there are faces in it. I don't know which faces these are, and as you can see I'm also not trying to draw faces here, so I'm just letting the pen run, and it always runs right. So, and I have not been a medium before. I even did not believe that it's possible, so I must say I am not, I did not believe in any of these myths, and I just thought what's here is here. So yeah, well, this experience is certainly changing the way I think and feel and about God and our nature. Not only human nature, it's important to stress that we are interconnected. Human beings, plants, animals, we are all in the same system, in the same boat here, and Earth is our natural environment. So I think this might be one of the messages God wants to show us here and tell us here, that we are all interconnected and dependent on each other, and we are not alone. God exists. So that's if these pictures turn out to really present the way the stratosphere, this magnetic field around all beings, is made up. If this proves to have some substance, then it also will prove the existence of God. And so this is a very, it's very intense for me to do that. But I mean, if God asks you to paint this for him, anybody, even a non-believer, if God asks you personally, then you will probably just do what he says and change your outlook on God and your position. I mean, I did not believe in God, but I was just not sure, as so many people today are unsure. So now we are drawing. We are not really drawing, but we are scratching this, because there will be an overlay picture. So most pictures I have drawn, about I think like 4 or 5 pictures are already done, You see the speed pictures, and there are many lines and curves and many overlays. So it will take some weeks until this whole thing is finished, and this documentary should show the creation process. So I'm not thinking at all, I'm not driving my hand, I'm just letting it go, letting it run freely, and the strong force is driving my hand. And this is also like driving it, like pressing harder, pressing softer, turning the ink on or off. So it's like I'm a plotter plotting some painting for somebody else. So, and it's very interesting. So now see here, so this was scratched out up there, you saw that. So I can also like make a break, go back in, and it always returns to the right position and does the right thing. So I cannot really make a mistake here. This is a very new experience for me. I mean, so it's easy, it just costs a lot of my hand power, so it's like get a tennis arm with it. So I'm at home here, so where I live, and just and so this is a private atmosphere here, non-commercial, and now he tells me to scratch this, and you will not believe me when I tell you that this is not me doing this. So I'm just following another hand's drive. So I better put another paper beyond that. So I should show you that before this painting started, I was working on this, and then we may scratch the hole into this one. Maybe I'll show you this one as it is. So this is almost ready, I suppose. You see there are many channels going through space, and these channels, I think that they are basically channels that not only for communication but also for visual, so that they connect our eye rays, the right and the left eye somehow. This is what these paintings are telling me, and this goes into our mind, but it also goes out of our eye, and it goes into the universe and comes back into the other eye, something like this. I'm not an expert on these things. I mean, I do read some literature about things like that, which I can show you later on in another recording. But now I just want to show you this drafting or drawing process, because I just want to document it so that people can see that I did not I cannot do it. I have no painting education. I've never painted a drawing or anything. Hey, and this is like holograms in there, yeah? So no way I could ever do that by myself. So, but this is just the point. So I'm just a medium for somebody else who I think strongly that's God. I hope it's no force from this world, because I mean, this is definitely be very high tech if somebody had that, but I think it's also very dangerous in a way. So I want to warn, if we mess with these rays, then we'll be lost, but God decided to come out with that, and God allowed me. So I asked, can I publish that? He said yes. I would not have done it if he did not want that, but obviously it's time now that we learn how our universe works and what the driving forces behind it are. So learn better to understand what these magnetic waves are doing, and where they are coming from and where they are going to, and how we are interconnected. So this might also help us. Now there's a tail obviously coming out. It might be just another ray, but it could be, because here is a big. So that's basically one of the central elements of this drawing, as it seems. See, and this is a camel here, as it looks at the moment, but you know, it can change over time. So he's scratching here. So this is a very, very new experience for me. Of course, I'm also kind of proud that I'm the one who is, you know, fulfilling that or creating that with God's hand. And of course, it's also very, you know, it's a psychic experience, so it's also a little bit spooky for me. Believe me, I never had anything like that going on in my life. I was always a you know, a normal guy, you know. But you know, I think it's better I document it and show people how this was made, because once it's ready, you know, people will not be able to you know, see this process of creating these. And I think it's very valuable if people. Oops, I should not paint the table too much. I had another paper there, so I think it's for now it's quite enough. Maybe see, now it's only scratching, but maybe I should change to another pen. You know, I already was using, like, this is not writing anymore. I was using already like tens of pens. See, here I just start anywhere, and the right lines are coming together. Now there is this line. I also want to show you how one of the holograms is being done. Here's a hologram. So now this is drawing the hologram. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm drawing here. So it's just being laid into my hand, and there is a face, and there are many faces. All these. See, there's a face coming out. You see it actually better. My camera has a stereoscopic. Can record stereoscopic pictures, and that looks. There you see the ready-made painting like this. You see that it's 3D, and there is also some motion in it. So there is it's moving pictures in it, and you know, I don't know who has the technology today to send that through telepathy. So I certainly don't have this technology, but as I said, I'm just being the medium here. So I'm just the one who receives, and I have never been a medium before. So that should be enough for now, just to show you what I'm doing here. And what I want to stress is that this is a, you know, a picture made by God, as I think, and it should be public domain, so it's anybody can, you know, have access to it. So the paintings will be, you know, copies will be published. The originals I keep, unless God tells me what to do with the originals, then I will give them away. So if he wants them in a museum or exhibition, because I mean, this is what has been called visionary arts, but it's definitely also a plan, a map, a sketch of the universe, or how certain things work, where we are coming from and what we are. So this might be of value for many institutions, and it has to be decided later on, and as I am drawing it, I will decide after I'm being told by the creator of these paintings what to do with them. And I think that you know, it's clear that it should be in the public domain, so that this is common knowledge